I'm Leslie, and today I've had a request to see inside the cupboards and how I've organized. I enjoy organizing, although I seem to get disorganized very easily. But I'm going to show you inside the cupboards what solutions I've found that are working and what's not working. And certainly, if you have any suggestions for me, I love to hear them. I love to see how people have organized what they've used. I've also made a list in the description down below of items that you can purchase. So you can just link to my list and purchase anything that you think you could use. Our tour is going to start at our entryway area. I just recently got this little organizational thing for my front table. We sort of had, this was sort of a catch-all of keys and stuff, and I got this little guy at Michael's, and then this that I love to hang keys on, I got at Hobby Lobby, 40% off. Okay, so this is kind of fun that we have this little entryway here. This cupboard is all, it's a lot of stationery stuff. This has all stamps and cards and, small office type needs. A couple things up here are things that we need a lot of: batteries, commands, hooks. There's a level, and some of our camp lights, knickknacks are over there, and some books down below. And like always, it seems like you just have to constantly reorganize. I realize it's like, I need to pull that basket out and clean it out because I'm not sure what all's in it. And next on our entryway, then we have this is our biggest cupboard. Okay, this is just an 18-foot trailer. So we are very small. I don't have any outdoor storage area except in the very back, like where we have the hose and things like that. Okay, so this closet is kind of wild looking. It is very deep. So I've got things hanging here, and back behind it, actually, let me take this out. This is where I keep our laundry basket. And then there's a shelf in the back where I have some bins. And then I've got this idea from somebody else that I've watched. This is just a curtain rod from, I think, like at Big Lots. But put these curtain rods up across there with the bins behind it, so when we're moving, those bins do not fall off the shelf. And that's been a very good suggestion. Above that, I have hooks that have our bags. These are our bags that we take to the shower or to the gym. Have all of our shampoo and stuff in that. You just grab it and go, so we don't have to always be gathering things up. And I've got a hanging shoe thing, probably with more shoes than we need. And there's, as you can see, this kind of a mess down here. I've got some other shoes down there. It's kind of nice and deep. This is all the hanging clothes that we have. That's it. A few shirts of Eric's and some of mine. And then we've got some hooks on the side here for a hat. And I also have the broom in here. And I have to say that I have liked this laundry bag, because with these rope handles, I can carry that to the laundry. I can throw it up over my shoulder, and that has worked out very well. Then down below that big closet is a little compartment, and this is kind of what I call Eric's. This is Eric's cupboard. It has tools, and there's some extra paint there. Anyway. And the next part of our tour is in the bathroom. Towel rack, I like very much. It holds a bunch of towels rolled up in it. There's only one in it right now because the rest are over here dirty. The great thing about this too, I showed it in one other one, but Eric hung this with hooks. You can see he's just got little hooks here so that when we travel, we take this off the wall, so it's not beating on the wall and, pulling itself out of the wall. Because if it was nailed in there, it would just fall out, because this is just a very, board. Okay, so these cupboards in here, I have an upper cupboard and a lower one, and they are kind of tall and narrow. and I went for quite a long time trying to figure out what to do with them. This is very handy because I can just take it out. It has a handle on it. I put a link down below for that. I've got my makeup in there, so I just bring it down and I can work with it. But I had all this space. I mean, this is pretty high up in here. So I had all this space. I didn't know what to do with it. And for a long time, I just thought about it. But then very recently, I found these wire things at a dollar store. And I just put some little command hooks up there. Actually, they're not command ones. They're dollar ones. And I've had to re-glue them. But they were cheap. And so that's been great. I've gotten all those things up because you want to use all the space you've got. And then I did the same thing down below here. Just got, different bathroom things, but having those wire little holder thingies was very helpful because I wanted to utilize all this space, but it's very narrow, so it's hard to find something. We come out of the bathroom. Oh, and here's the kitchen. Pantry cupboard right here next to the refrigerator. Pretty handy. It's very deep. So I have put little lights in here so I can see in the back of the cupboard. A little disorganized right now. Story of my life. These are really handy though because these have a handle on them. So I'm going to pull this whole thing out. Let's see what happens if I pull this out. Probably some things I didn't even know I had. But anyway, here, where's my light back there? Okay. These handle things, this is just great because it makes it easy to take them out and to clean. It keeps the things from falling off the shelves when we're traveling. And being that it's deep, it makes it easy. Like I said, I pulled out, I took out the front one and made it easy to see what I've got back there. And then down below this cupboard is another one. I've got the slow cooker there, and down below that, I try to just only put lightweight things. I've got some like trash bags. I kind of keep some of my wine bottles down there because there's like wires and stuff, so I didn't want to put too much down there because I don't want to damage the wires. I don't know what they're to. Above that, and just below the refrigerator, is a big drawer and towels, things like that. It's above the sink and stove area. The really cool thing is there are these hooks on the ceiling that, when we first got this, I didn't know what they were, and I thought, oh, this ugly hook. I'm so glad I didn't take it off because it holds the cupboard open. This shelf was already here, so I just have, there are coffee stuff in there. Usually my little electric pot is sitting in here. And then this one also holds open with the hooky thing. And that is our plates, plastic and paper, teapot. A lot of my wine glasses, stuff I keep in the box. I have one out that I use, but the rest are in the box. It just helps keep them organized and safe. Okay, and then down below the sink, I have cleaning supplies, things just like any other place. This has been very handy. This, I'll have to show you when I clean up then. Okay, this has ended up being a great thing because, so it folds up, of course, tuck away easily. You can also move where the rigid drawing comes out. It's great for my small space here because it lays across here, and then I can even put that part across the burners, so it gives me a far larger drawing space than I would have. Next to that, we've got two little drawers, just, full of knives and miscellaneous kitchen stuff. Of course, inside the oven, I keep some cookware. And one more cupboard down below. Same thing as on the other side. I try to have too much in there because there are some wires and I don't know what under there. I don't want to disturb them. Now the next area where I have a lot of storage, of course, is under the seats at the dinette. And sometimes people take their dinettes out and put in a real table, and we've been tempted to because, you know, it would give us some other space and maybe a more comfortable place to sit, but I hate to lose the storage. This one, I desperately need to open it up and work on, because what happens is, well, in here I've got like our files, you know, important papers, and because what happens is I just shove things in the end here, and you see I've gotten some lights for Christmas, and I just stick them all in there, and this is an organizational project. And the other one over here has our printer and DVDs and some things like that in it. And so it is not quite as messy because I get into it more, because I have to take the whole top off to get the printer out. I don't take it out through here. I take the whole thing apart, take the whole top off. And up above the table, we have these cupboards, which I actually have a ton of room in these because there's a lot of these things I have not been using. I mean, I've got these extra drink containers. I've got that big pitcher. I have not used that at all. I've got some decorative things up here, but I definitely have room to spare in here. I can definitely get rid of some of this stuff. And on the other side, I have I've got napkins and Tupperware type things, and then this bowl set. This I love. Get it out of here. You can see I like colorful, rainbowy things, and so this set of bowls is so cute. And it's got a big bowl. It's got a strainer and a colander and a more of a strainer, and a small yellow bowl, measuring cups, and the measuring spoons, and they all fit together and look so cute and happy. I like that. And then I also have this, ended up being a handy thing. So I've got all of our silverware, napkins, salt and pepper in this. It's cute. I want to take it out on the picnic table, but also it's just a super handy way to put everything in there, and then I can just stick it up in the cupboard. So that is a very, that's ended up being helpful. And it's in our tour brings us to basically the end of it. These cupboards over our bed / couch area. It's actually a whole open area back here because this is made to lay down. This thing lays down and makes a bed for, I'm not a very heavy person. Maybe a child you can put up there. But we just are totally using it for storage, and it is all closed. Now, it looks disorganized, but I've got, I actually have some baskets back there, and I have stuff organized, but I'm constantly reorganizing it because I can't see what I want. So I want it to stack up my stuff so I know what I've got to wear. And since we have moved in here, I have actually gotten rid of another 2 whole big bags of clothing. There's more of my clothes there. I have way more than I need. I can still get rid of a lot more. And then down below our bed area, there's some bins. Actually, Eric's clothes are more in these bins. I have a big plastic bin there that has other clothes that probably can get rid of a lot of them. I've got some big platters under there, some larger towels and tablecloths. Our fan, our little TV is under there somewhere. That I have is this magnetized spice holder. And the great thing about it is that it comes off the wall. So when we're traveling, I can take it down because I certainly don't want any kind of spice accident. My only thing about this when I got it is like, how do you know what spices are in it? And because of our meal prep business, I had stickers. So I labeled each of mine on the bottom so I know what it is. And then they stick up there. Oh, that's all my cupboards. Let me know if you have any ideas of how I could organize something better. And let's talk to you next time. Thank you.